All right, it says it's live. Hello, happy Thursday. How are you guys doing? If you don't know who I am, I'm Nancy from Nancy's Health and Wellness and Mindset Life Coaching. I wanted to do a video because, well, I've been kind of not really doing my videos like I was on a regular basis. I also want to try out this new equipment that I got. I don't know how the sound quality was on the last one. I thought it was kind of mediocre. I'm trying it again. But good day to all of you. So I posted today about being positive and happy and things of those nature, and how it's really just not normal for us to be in a happy, positive state all the time. But do you know what does help out? Is a nice cup of tea. And this is fabulous. It's an Asian pear green tea, if you like green tea. It's really the simple things that can really carry us to a better level, right? To where, you know, just the simplest things. Maybe you're really looking forward to your dinner, or you haven't seen a friend for a long time. There's just so many things that we can look at that aren't, huge, but they are huge. They're small things. And I think small things mean the most. So getting back to what I posted today in regards to, staying positive, being happy, that's not a natural state for us. And I really encourage people to, if you're in kind of a negative spiral, which is easy to do, get yourself out of it. Spend 90 seconds. I have a 90-second rule. I'll spend 90 seconds in it and then I'm done with it. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to move on. My time on this earth is not infinite, and the time that I have here, I'm going to make sure that it's quality time spent with quality people, and that my thoughts are quality as well. This takes some practice. This is like an athlete training their body. You're training your mind. So speaking of mind, and I have really focused on health and wellness a lot, but our overall wellness is our mind as well. In April, I taught a class called Mindset Matters. I'm not sure if you caught that class or not. If you didn't, it is on my YouTube channel, available for you. It's called Mindset Matters. In that class, I, of course, could not go the whole distance of the class without mentioning Carol Dweck, if you can see that mindset. Let me tell you just a little snippet about Carol. Carol Dweck is widely regarded as one of the world's leading researchers in the fields of personality, social psychology, and developmental psychology. She has been the William B. Ransford Professor of Psychology at Columbia University and is now the Lewis and Virginia Eaton Professor of Psychology at Stanford. So that's just a little tiny bit about Carol Dweck. But I feel like since she pioneered the growth mindset and fixed mindset, that book is a huge foundation for mindset. Now, there's so many different mindsets out there. And again, if you didn't catch my class, Mindset Matters, you can get it on my YouTube channel. My information for YouTube is on this wellness site. Just click on it. It'll take you right over there. And there's a variety. I think I have 47 videos on there right now, that you can look at your leisure or not. But Carol Dweck is amazing. And, I think one of the things that we can look at other people and wonder why they're happy. Why are they happy? Why do they tend to be more optimistic? There's actually, our genetic code is 50% your mother and 50% your father. And I've explained this before, but I like to kind of revisit things in case, somebody missed it or maybe you were wondering about it. So your personality is predetermined by your parents, basically. That's a scary thought for a lot of us, isn't it? Your parents. Oh my goodness. I take after my father, thankfully, and was told my entire life that I was just like my dad. So, at the time I didn't really know what that meant, but, but I am ever thankful that I have his genes and his blood running through my veins. He was a wonderful person. Sadly, we lost my dad in 2015 to cancer. And I know there's some other people out there right now that have lost their parents recently. And I've heard and I've seen people posting about it on Facebook or whatnot. And, my heart goes out to you. I completely understand what that feels like to lose a parent. So that puts me back to, how do we sort of get ourselves out of a bad mood? And I posted some tips, some coping skills and some tips today that you can take a look at, if you're having a bad day. And, we all have a bad day. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Universally, we all deal with bad days. And that's okay. What's not okay is kind of staying in, like unpacking yourself into the negative and letting it consume you. So I highly recommend exercise. I know not everyone has a gym membership. That's okay. You don't need one. We all know how to walk. And if you have a good pair of shoes, you can get out there and walk. I don't really care what your age is. Let me take a little sip of this Asian Pear Delight. I don't really care what your age is. You can get out there, you can walk. You may have issues physically, etc., but you can still, even with a walker, you can walk. You can get out and you can go. You can move your body, or sitting in a chair. You can move your body. You can move your arms, your legs, stretches. There's actually like a workout on TV, I think, a chair workout. A lot of people do that cannot get out and just walk. So any kind of movement, and cleaning your house is work too. That's a workout too. If you're down there scrubbing the, floor and you're just really going at it hard in your house, cleaning everything, which I've been there, scrubbing the tubs, scrubbing the toilets, scrubbing the floors, you name it. I actually don't think I would ever want a maid because I like to clean my own home. So I have a friend in Arizona, and she's a beloved friend of mine, and she's actually 80 years old. Well, she'll be 80 on September 30th. And she has a housekeeper now a couple times a week, and she said she feels guilty for having the lady clean her house. And I am right there with you. I don't think I would like that either. So I digress. I have friends of all different ages, and I celebrate them so much because, it's nice to have people who have the wisdom that I don't have. And having older friends definitely can teach you something. So I appreciate that. That leads me to something else is, our friendships. Are you putting enough energy into your friendships? Are you, contacting your friends and letting them know, like, hey, you matter and I miss you? Sometimes the smallest gestures, mean the most to us. And I know some people just naturally aren't good at keeping in touch, but, when you do, it makes such a difference. to the other people. I myself do not like talking on the phone. I cannot stand talking on the phone. I have a list of people I call on the phone, and it's a short list. I really dislike the phone, which is funny because when I was a teenager, you couldn't get me off the phone. I'd be on there for hours with friends, and it just, I don't even know how I was like that, but I was. And so another thing I wanted to discuss really quick, and I always say really quick because it's never quick, is a breathing technique. And this is something you're going to want to pay attention to. So this is a breathing technique from Dr. Andrew Weil. Who knows him? My dad and I used to call him Whiskers. I don't know why. My dad actually came up with that name. It was kind of funny. So Dr. Andrew Weil is a fantastic integrative medicine doctor. He is amazing. Dr. Andrew Weil, Weill, I believe, MD, and he is out of Harvard. But he is, I think, in his 70s, maybe close to 80 now. Nonetheless, I have a few of his books. One of them I really enjoy is called Spontaneous Happiness. And he has the same mindset of, we're not naturally supposed to be happy, but, his book showcases mindset. And I mean, that's what I got out of it. I really enjoy, and I enjoy everything about Dr. Andrew Weil. He's a gem in the medical community, and he's for real medicine and kind of more naturopathic, I would say. So anyway, I have to keep clearing these pop-ups off my screen. I'm getting annoyed. No, I'm kidding. But they are popping up all the time. I don't know why I can't just do a video without all the pop-ups. Moving on. So here's the breathing technique. Remember these 3 numbers. 4, 7, 8. That's it. 4, 7, 8. This breathing technique has been used by Dr. Andrew Weil and other professionals, you name it. I mean, he just pioneered this breathing technique that really helps a person calm down, center themselves, and brings just like a really good sort of centered goodness to your overall well-being. And it's really helpful if you have a hard time sleeping. So that's also why I wanted to share this. Now, 4, 7, 8. So I did not tell you how to do it, but I'm going to do that right now after I get this pop-up off of here. So how you do it, and the reason I'm drinking tea is because the air quality where I live is still a little iffy, and I did a workout outside. I posted a picture of myself, which I never do, with makeup and hair void. I looked like a drowned rat. But I really want to motivate people to not let the weather stop them. So I'm having a little bit harder time to sort of breathe today. Even though the air quality has become much, much better, but there was unfortunately a forest fire about 40 miles from where I live. Extreme tragic wildfire, and my heart goes out to all the people at the Bolt Creek community and the people in Sultan, Washington as well. My heart goes out to them because they're just the town up from me, and we've just had a lot of ash and smoke, etc. And I don't even care about myself so much because I'm so heartbroken for the people at the Bolt Creek area. So this is how you do the breathing technique. So you inhale for 4. Remember, 4, 7, 8. You inhale for 4 seconds. You hold it for 7. And then you exhale with a whoosh sound for 8 seconds. So that was a good demonstration, I hope, for you. It's easier if I don't tell you how to do it. So I just told you, now I'm going to do it without saying anything. Ready? That's it. Now, if you do this breathing technique when you're sort of under a lot of stress, or say somebody maybe smarts off to you and you really want to reply to them, but you pause, do your breathing technique, and then see how you feel. Or what it's really intended for is people who have sleep issues, and you start doing this prior to bedtime, obviously. So I hope that you have enjoyed this shorter video. It is live, so you just never know what's going to happen, or you know, I really want to get this out to you guys. And also the book again for Carol Dweck, Mindset. That doesn't really focus. Mindset by Carol Dweck, D-W-E-C-K. You can either Google her, you can also watch some of her magnificent podcasts and TED Talks, and she is very, she's entertaining to watch as well. You can tell she's a highly intelligent woman, and she's funny on top of it, and I love that about her. So if you want to look those things up, you know, TED Talks, Google her podcasts, Google her work, check out this book, Mindset. This is a great foundation for mindset, and how, you know, some people think that they have a growth mindset, which is really a false mindset. And it's funny because I think I've encountered a lot of people that think they have a growth mindset, when in reality, they are extremely one-sided and they're fixed. I could give numerous examples of people who I have encountered that are either growth or fixed. And some people have a little bit of both. And I think the majority of us have a little bit of both. But if you're having a bad day, check out the tips that I put on the wellness site here. If you're a person who has a hard time with sleep, and that is so vital to us, and that's a whole other video, I encourage you to do the 4-7-8. And it's helped me. I don't have a horrible time sleeping, but there are times when, you know, it's a little more, you know, sort of difficult for me to fall asleep. So that really helps out. And I wish you all a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you again. And I thank all of you who've made it to the end of this video. And if you like this video, give it a like. And if you have a comment, feel free to put one there. And remember, I also have my YouTube channel that you can find a library of videos with topics that you might be interested in. So take care and have a great day. Bye, guys.